What I was interested in looking at was how restrictionist groups, or groups seeking to restrict immigration to the United States, used demographic data and demographic arguments to construct immigration as problematic. The first demographic argument is that immigration is causing the US population to grow in unsustainable ways. The second is that many of the immigrants coming into the United States are illegal. And third is that because of the racial composition of new immigrant groups, that they're changing the composition of the United States in ways that are going to cause tensions within the United States. And so these three demographic type of arguments rely on official data, but they use the official data in ways that I present as problematic and what I argue kind of the demographic threat narrative. The census comes out with these projections, but the census tends to be careful. So they create a high series projection, a mid-series projection, and a low series projection. And the mid-series is what they think is likely, but their projection for 2100 is 1 billion, all the way down to 280 million. But these restrictionist groups take the 1 billion number and present that as a census projection. Homeland Security and most people who study the undocumented population say that the number of immigrants here who are here illegally ranges from 9 to 13 million. And when I look at the websites, they use that number 10 million or so as the population, but they also say the range is from 10 million to 40 million. What these groups are doing is not saying that the 10 million is wrong, but they're presenting 10 million is one potential answer, but 20 million is equally and probably more likely to be valid because the government doesn't want us to know the extent of the problem, and so they use it also to critique government numbers. People think of alternative facts as just made-up facts, but what I'm showing here is that these facts have a grain of truth in them. They are creating alternative numbers, but in a more sophisticated way than just making up numbers.